Oh my god. Wow, she's in the horse. Oh my god, oh my god.
Stand up and fight and to let Beijing know that we will never surrender. And today, more than 1,000 Hong Kongers gather on street again is the proof that we will fight back.
呢個係記者喺佢哋講地街聚集嘅人群，呢個係警方嘅警告，你哋參與從非法集結。
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ We've seen a demonstration arranged today for 1 p.m, the anti-evil parade. This goes on the back of Beijing's announcement to implement a national security law on Hong Kong, which allows the central government to bypass local laws and essentially take control of Hong Kong. Critics are calling it the end of the one country, two system agreement. Other critics are saying it's the end of Hong Kong. And this demonstration is on the back of this announcement. Police are already, as you can see, on the ground. Tear gas has already been fired, pepper spray, arrests, blue flags. It's getting tense here.
Beijing is to impose a new national security law on Hong Kong after China's parliament announced the draft bill last Friday. The law would ban treason, secession, sedition and subversion with the former British colony. This means seditious activities aimed at China's central government would be prohibited within Hong Kong, whilst foreign interference and acts of terrorism would also be targeted. Thousands of pro-democracy demonstrators had arrived at Soho shopping mall in Causeway Bay, with a proposed march into Wan Chai that was connected by Hennessy Road. But before 1 p.m, the planned start of the march, police had already arrived in an attempt to disperse crowds. The event organisers had called for a harmonious event, hopefully going without incident. Social distancing laws are still in place in Hong Kong despite the low number of figures of COVID-19. Groups of 8 is the maximum number of people allowed to gather. Otherwise, on-the-spot fines or arrests can be implemented by the police. Shortly after 1 p.m, police lost patience with demonstrators, and after their attempts to disperse failed, they fired tear gas. Arrests were made, but protester numbers still grew. More notably, there was a return of frontline protesters who are typically dressed in black and at the forefront of clashes. As the street demonstrations got out of hand, various groups enticed the police for a violent game of cat and mouse. Protesters would make roadblocks, while police attempted to catch and arrest. Hardline protesters also damaged stores that have been known to be affiliated with the Hong Kong police or Beijing. Police's response continued as they used pepper spray to keep back the eager press whilst firing pepper balls at the protesters. They also deployed the water cannon truck in a further attempt to separate large groups. As the day wore on, around 8 p.m, the major groups finally left, as the streets of Hong Kong were left roughened up once more. According to the police, 120 protesters were arrested throughout the day.